I want to talk to you about school. I was 5 years old when I went to school. My teacher was very kind and he took me on his lap and made me write Shri Ganeshaya Namah. He was a Muslim, used to pray 5 times a day, but he had no discrimination of religion, caste, or status. In my class, there were many students who were termed as untouchables. But my teacher told us, don't discriminate. You are all same here. And I learned this very important message. It was not written in books. I went there to learn Hindi. I went to learn language, math, science, social science. But this is something very important I learned in school. So school does not give you only books education. It brings you understanding of human concerns, equality, truth. And this is very important. Another thing is that in the school, learning is enjoyable when it's connected to life. For instance, when I have to teach or I have to learn fractions, then my teacher would tell that, if you have 4 brats and you want to distribute in 2 people, how much each will get? I will say 2. Each will get 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. Then he says that if I have 8 brats, how would you distribute into 2 people? I say I'll give 4 to each, which is very good. Then he says that if I have 1 brat and I have to give to 4 people, what would you do? I was confused. He says that he will make pieces. And then 1 piece is called 1 by 4. So when he connected fractions to my eating, then I could appreciate it better. So connecting life or education to life is very important. Another thing is that in school, obviously, game is a part of curriculum. But I have noted that only few students take part in games. Others feel it's a kind of boring and not enjoyable. And I also used to feel very shy in my class. I would not take part in games. But later on, when I became 35 years old, I visited United States of America. I got another teacher over there. He was from China. And at lunchtime, he would go to jogging. So he said, Vipin, would you come and jog with me? I said, no, I do not know. But then I learned. And it was a very enlightening experience for me. So I consider jogging to be very important. And when I used to finish jogging and relax, my mind would be more creative. So education requires a free mind, a relaxed body. And when you do it, then teaching is or learning is enjoyable. And I want all my children in India and abroad, anywhere on the earth, every child has the right to have a good environment, to have affectionate teachers like my teacher, and also no discrimination on campus. Many things I have learned from JNU. I see in Jawaharlal Nehru University, which is a good school in Delhi, that whatever they learn in class, they discuss on tea table. There are many cafeterias and people assemble over there and they are not talking rubbish. They are not talking fun. They are talking serious things about the country, about the world. And that conversation is very helpful. So in school, you make friends with whom you discuss. You don't gossip or don't waste time on those things. You enjoy that discussion. That is very live. And one thing more I would like to tell, that unfortunately in our country, in India, 50% people don't have access to good education. The schools don't have facilities. You have to walk to a school and the school may be far away from your home. And there may not be benches. You have to sit on the floor. There are not good blackboards. In many schools I've seen even the chalk quality is very poor. All those handicaps are there. Then when homework is given to you, there is nobody in the family to help you doing homework. particularly for girls, there is a problem that when they go home, they have to cook food, they have to clean the dishes and do all kind of household things. So my suggestion is that boys normally don't engage in any of the household activities. They should help their sisters. And this is a good part of learning. So school is also a home if you be sensitive. It makes you more sensitive and more affectionate and kind. So respect your family members. One thing finally I would like to add, I used to live in America. And when I returned from there, Professor Lee came to our home and he said, Vipin, in India and China we have a tradition that children are expected to respect their elders, respect their parents, their grandparents, their teachers, etc. You do the opposite. You respect your students and you will see that they are more creative and the learning is more enjoyable. When I tried this in IIT, when I used to teach in IIT, and the students who would not get good grades, earlier I used to feel a little annoyed about them, that they are not serious. But when I would explain things in an easier way to them, and they will learn it, I felt very contented, very satisfied, and so did the students. My suggestion is, forget in the classroom the distinction between teacher and the students. Finally, one experience I would like to share with you. When I was in college, that year my family was in economic hardship. My father was unable to arrange for my tuition fees. One day my teacher met me. You did not go to school? I said, my father is arranging money for my tuition. Maybe I will go in a few days. Well, your school has started and you have not gone. And then he gave me the money for my tuition fees, which was nearly 1 month's salary for him. At that time, he was not sure whether I will return the money to him or not. This is the kind of teacher we have. A teacher is not a teacher for only the duration he teaches. He is your teacher and a friend for whole life. And I think this is how education becomes so beautiful and it liberates your mind from pressures and make you creative. Thank you.